snooze. Lights came, prime time action.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here in London. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's Eckler again. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing lead. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And some room to... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Touchdown, Packers!
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
57 yards.
And the Chargers are back within a score.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
This is Dillon on the counter. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run again with Dillon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Let's go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for the second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you play. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this to Lazard.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Rodgers going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And Rodgers has it over on the right side. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 13. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Herbert throwing again.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on first down.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Packers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
103 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once more, here's Eckler. Powers through him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.